It takes time to move on. It takes love to feel strong. All that I've said and don't know. Do you believe in love after love? I can feel. Welcome to Wet Pallet Wednesdays. I'm your host, Clipping Nubs. Got a song in my heart. I can't help it. Hope everybody's doing good. I gotta set up my stuff because I did not. I'll get to it. Gotta send out some more invites for more people. See if they come and hang out. Where is it? Pallet Wednesdays. I don't see the chat. I don't know. I'll send it out. See if people come hang. Who knows? Turn that on. Put my airbrush back together because I took it apart for cleaning. I let it soak for a while because it was muy sucio. Brush it. I don't know how you guys clean your airbrush, but this is how I clean mine. Q-tip. And toothbrush. Do you believe in life after love? I can feel something inside me say. And I can't break through. I clean it with my pee-pee. Hi, Uda. Why are you not on stream with me? Hi, Uda. Would you like to be on stream with me, Uda? I have to clean an airbrush if you don't have one. You right. But Gunpla, my guy, Gunpla. Got a Gunpla. Got a fucking Gunpla. God, why are you not on stream with me? Oh, there goes the Ooh Daddy. What's up, Uda?
Yo.
Y'all. You be Uda. You look sleepy.
Yeah, my mother woke me up all of a sudden to go to Walgreens to get my package.
Did you get your package?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Look at that shit. Mega grandpa back there.
Shit. Mega grams. Oh, shit. You height.
Yeah.
I haven't used a green in this airbrush for so long. The green is coming out. Oh, you still on the clock? All right, I'll wait for you. No problems.
I think maybe you should clean it out a little bit more regularly or thoroughly.
Yeah, I clean it after every project, but like I haven't deep soaked it in a while. I think that might be some of my issue.
Hidden green.
Yeah, the hidden green that's
Oh,
in
yeah.
there.
I forgot I dropped this one piece while I was sealing shit. Now it looks like ass.
It was like ass.
I had to wash it off, and then I was trying to fix that. I just need to redo it entirely. Fuck
What
it.
is that? That's the Phoenix?
Yep.
Phoenix.
Although I can work on Julio guy today if I want. I did get
Julio guy.
my paint, although I need to hand paint his little tiny face.
Little tiny face.
Little tiny face.
Mr. Julio guy. Yo, so I'm just gonna order Gramps from New Type because it's close and you'll get it quick.
Don't say that to Frankie. He's gonna throw a shit fit.
Alright, fuck it. I'll order it from USA Gundam Store. Then I can use my discount code.
Do a shit fit at me. I was just like, I don't give a fuck about your problems. I like New Type.
I was just gonna use them because they're close to you, but I'll use my partner.
You should. That's
Right.
I mean,
Right.
makes sense.
Makes fucking sense. So how's the order today?
I got my package, so like good.
Makes up for all the other days.
Yeah.
Spoon Man, yo, Steve, why ain't you not here? Why ain't you not?
Why are you spoon manning live on the internet?
You should be Spoon Man in life.
Spooning a man. Oh, I gotta decide how I want to do this. If I'm gonna make the galaxy look the way it does, I need to like put it all together before I paint it. But then I need to like mask all of these clear blue pieces off so I don't get paint on them. Good times.
Oh, what's up, Jacob?
Tiny beard.
Hey,
what's up, man?
How's it going, guys?
Welcome to
man.
Pallet Wednesdays.
Thank you.
You two have met on the Discord, right?
Maybe.
It's nice meeting you.
I don't remember anybody named Jacob, but it seems reasonable.
Phil just added you now recently.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
To the Phil Discord channel.
Yeah. Right brain.
He's filling.
What are y'all working on?
I'm putting my airbrush back together.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
Debating if I want to hand paint a tiny face or mask a lot of clear shit.
Ooh,
both
terrible, yeah. Both terrible options.
Both something I'm not doing.
Well, unfortunately, if I don't do them, then I just have this half-assed black Phoenix. Not exactly what I was doing.
I'm having nothing to paint at the moment, waiting on new type packages, sending stuff, and take care of the dreadnought, ugly mold lines and such. I feel you. You could just come hang out.
You could.
You totally could, Steve. Steve's being mad Polish right now.
Playing a sad accordion?
He's playing a sad accordion with his grandpa.
Oh,
right? Right? It's so sweet. I love the way you take care of your grandpa, Steve. Yeah. I don't know if he is. I like making that assumption. This fucked up on me, right? It's funny though.
I think I'm gonna hand paint your tiny ass head.
Hey. You gonna look like doo-doo.
Is it me or is it like the best thing ever when paint companies put the ball bearing in the ball when you buy it?
Oh yeah, I like that.
The best. Oh,
I
yeah.
like that.
That's the good shit.
Mm-hmm. The only one that Vallejo does it with is like the character colors.
I have a metal color right here that has one, but I also have a metal color that doesn't have it. So hard to say.
I just dropped something. Like one of the last pieces too, like a dummy.
That reminds me, I gotta pay attention to eBay.
And dealing with mold lines is one of the steps before paint. Yeah, hell yeah. With your dad. It's funny, dude. I'm just messing around.
Nobody has bid on my Escaflowne kit yet. I'm gonna get it on the cheap.
On the cheap? Oh,
on the
man.
cheap.
The Escaflowne is gonna be dope. I want one.
I'm gonna get that and the Alsace because I have a problem.
Yo, I'm dropping everything. I'll be right back.
Or the fingers.
Okay, there you go.
Racket Brian.
Opening webpage.
Shut up! Where did the other piece go?
Up your butt.
It probably did, Uda.
Oh wait.
Say this one.
No. Yes. Brown.
It like rolled, and I have no idea where it went. Oh, this sucks. Is it behind me? All right, it's gone. I'm gonna have to look more thoroughly at another time.
You have to describe your hair. What color would you call it?
My hair?
Yeah.
Black.
That's boring.
Yeah, I got boring hair.
My
beard's all peppery. Like salt and peppery. Salt and peppery. Or really dark brown.
We're gonna make it real dark brown because boring.
Black is not boring.
Black.
Black is the new pink.
When it comes to art, you don't want to use no pure ass blacks.
Tell that to some Gunpla guys.
I don't.
I don't want
Some people you just can't fix.
Truth. Super truth.
Pewter.
Oh, excuse me. I have no idea where that piece went. I brought out my boxes of parts though to start on the original mecha competition.
Phil is here. Let him in. Touch his butt.
Phil. Hi, Phil.
The hell you want?
Hey, Phil.
Phil.
I want nothing.
Hey guys,
Hey, Phil, that looks cool, man.
there's the start.
I was just
dude.
I was just gluing one of mine back together, but mine isn't a custom one like yours. So
I don't think mine's that custom. I think it's just from the same box. Oh,
That's
mine's not
nice.
as fancy as yours. Way better than yours.
is yours the Blight King model or whatever?
Yeah, I think it's I think
Okay. Mine's just
I got it used.
Okay. Oh,
So
okay. It's the best way to acquire models, IMO.
I didn't build the thing. I just saw it in the box. It was all busted. It needed to be cleaned up. I was like, I will help you.
I got this.
I don't even know how they're supposed to look. I've been kind of flying blind and having the team here help pick colors for me.
I
You'll
wanted
probably end up with a cooler model that way.
It's
I
all
want-
like
stupid sky blues and oranges. No,
the orange worked.
not the orange. The orange totally worked.
As soon as I realized I could shade it with like weak purple, I was like, "Yep, orange will do nicely."
Oh, I can't believe I lost that fucking piece. Like, where did you go, man?
True's coming along here in a minute.
Yeah, Joe.
He found some Chaos Barbarian dudes we were going to paint together forever ago, so now I got to find mine so I can work on it.
I feel like when I'm building models, I spend like 20% of my time like attaching parts, and then like 70% of the time trying to find the pieces that I dropped on the ground.
Yeah, totally. I lost an integral airbrush part.
Oh yeah.
That's what you dropped? Oh,
Yeah.
That's way worse than what I was thinking.
That's not good. That's not good.
I'm gonna have to get on all fours.
yeah. Put
Yeah.
the camera down while we're at it.
There's a new Escaflowne Modroid coming out. Modroid? No way, Steve. No way, dude.
I drop like Sotar nozzles all the time. Damn it. Go on the ground, get a bunch of rug burns on my elbows and shit.
Has anyone ever bought a second model kit because you lost a part that you thought was so important to the
I've
original one?
done that so many times, it's not even funny.
It's a
I
bad
have not.
thing.
I'll use it for parts on a kit bash.
There you go.
I got
In no way am I staring at 3 master grade Jinxes right now. That ain't happening.
I bought another Barbatos just to have another MG Barbatos. Yeah,
I
because one of them
was
hit
so
back so
bummed when I
hard.
saw that. I was like, no.
What's up, Kyle? I didn't even see you was in there, bruh.
Cousin?
Clueless. Nah, he's in the chat. I don't know why he ain't here.
Kyle, get in here and paint with us.
Yeah, we're here, baby.
Hey, more Nurgle dudes. This one is profoundly disturbing, actually.
They all are. So
This one's real. It's a little,
I'm so excited that I'm not the only one painting Nurgle stuff tonight.
Oh, dude, that's how I get down.
I just finished my 3 Nurgles, but I want more.
Never enough Nurgle.
Yeah, well, it's true. I was just gonna say,
I'm telling you, man. Like, if
that
you
itch
want
will
to,
never be scratched.
if you want to get into like the real creepy Nurgle stuff, you're gonna need to go fantasy. Like, 40k Nurgle is like, yes, I'm gross, but I'm still a space marine. You know, like.
I like that.
Fantasy Nurgle is like, yes, here, let me feed you some disease person on your knees waiting to die.
I'm gonna get that. You guys seen that
I like
big
that
McGuffin guy?
I
Big
say
giant.
this like I'm exaggerating.
You are not.
Yeah, you probably can't even see it. There's so much like primer smudge on this. There's definitely somebody on their knees that this guy's feeding some
nice.
grossness to at a comfortable waist level.
Nice.
Yeah, this is spooky as fuck.
Right at ball height.
He's got a bunch of like Nurglings hanging off of him. This is gonna be so much fun.
Oh man, what up, Pabs? I dropped one of the seismic hammer bits of my dreadnought on a gray carpet. It took an hour to find the bit, so pissed it was right under my chair. God damn.
Always.
Oh, right under the chair.
Well, and then you're like afraid to move your chair because you're like, fuck.
Kyle recently found his jump pack with his foot, and Legos are now second tier terror.
Yeah. Especially those new jump packs. Those new jump packs are no joke. The old ones were like big and chunky and kind of like round. New ones are all pointy and shit.
Is anyone else here a 40k player besides me?
I don't play it. I like painting though. If someone would teach me, I'd play it.
There's a new edition coming out.
That sounds like money.
Oh no!
That sounds like good money.
It's just a pittance.
A pittance. I saw one set. That shit was like $125.
I quit playing 40k a long time ago, and it's not because it wasn't fun, because it was. It's because
it's expensive.
It is. It's real expensive, and it wasn't always. And they make up.
Yeah, it wasn't always like this.
They make up for it now, kind of, by giving you like lots and lots of stuff, and they organize their retail stuff so that you can split a box with a buddy, and you've both got a game to play. Like, I see what you're doing, GW, but it still means you're charging a hell of a lot more money.
Yeah,
the stuff is expensive, and it gets more expensive every year. And it's rough. It's hard to justify. But I will say, silver lining is that when I buy a lot of 40k models or do an army or whatever, and then I go to buy some Gunpla, I'm like, talking to my wife, I'm like, oh, this model's only $50.
Yep.
Which is like horrific to think about, but actually, like, I bought like a, there's some of the Imperial Knights and stuff for Warhammer, not cheap.
I've never bought a knight.
I have a whole army of them.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, but yeah, I bought a lot of them secondhand and kit bashed some stuff. So.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you can get them way more smartly than straight off of retail.
Yeah,
sure.
I've always wanted to get a knight and just really go to town on it. But...
Let me tell you, Phil, the new Chaos Knight Despoiler box, a lot of good bits in there, man. You do a lot of fun stuff.
They do. They charge an arm and a leg, but they really do go out of their way to give you value for money that they're able.
Except for when they do things like give you extra torsos, but then they only give you 2 back torsos. So
it was in my T-shirt the whole time.
What?
Oh,
it was in my T-shirt.
It was in that shirt.
How are you rolling around that much
and not drop it? You saw me rolling. You see me rolling.
You see him rolling. They know that his piece is sticking in his shirt.
He's shirted. This dude's shirted all over the place. That is one clean ass airbrush. Hell yeah.
All right, real talk. Where the fuck is my barbarian?
I don't know, man.
It's like the exact same model Joel's got. I was
Shit,
gonna
Freddy's
paint it with
in here.
him.
Why is Freddy in here? Why the fuck is Freddy in here?
Fucking
Freddy.
kick ass! Look at
What
this
the
thing.
fuck are you doing in here, dude?
What are you doing
You,
here,
that's
Freddie?
sculpting, not painting.
Are you painting it? Are you ready to paint?
You touching its pee-pee?
You touching that beep through?
Long boy got a big pee-pee?
I'm ready to see it painted.
Big beep.
No
Freddy,
response.
stop touching your naughty bitch. He's not even talking. I'm about to get you out, Freddy.
What now?
What's up? What are you doing here? What do you want?
Jesus
I got bored.
Christ.
You got bored with life?
I didn't want
so
to hang
nice
out
to
with us.
welcome
There
you.
was just nothing better to do, so that's why he's here.
Everybody
Welcome.
has to quit being mean to Freddy. God damn it. That is so
I
Why?
just met him and it seems like so much fun.
Phil, this is what I do.
It's the
What
worst.
you do?
Guess what I do? I make fun of people.
If
I-
Meg says it's okay, then it must be okay.
She's right.
None of you would have ever met me if it hadn't been for Freddy. Freddy was like the nicest person ever.
Yo, I
And all
love. Hey,
anybody ever does is shit on Freddy.
I love Freddy. I'm going to shit on him.
I'm giving him a pair of sexy tentacles, so like clearly I'm into
Y'all better
him.
fucking be nice to Freddie.
Just
Hey,
straight
shut up.
180, straight 180 from 5 seconds ago.
Nah, don't get me
That's-
wrong. I
that's
fucking love
sculpture.
Freddy.
That sculpture is the shit. I want to see it painted immediately.
It looks like
I
vagina.
still need to finish the arms.
You did such a good job on it for real.
It
Like,
looks horrible.
I don't really think it needs arms, dude.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Do they all have arms?
I don't care about your creative vision. You know, I mean, just
I don't know if they all had
right
arms.
arm. Oh,
They always
Oh,
kind
the
of
arms are long and skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be
Real
long
goofy.
and skinny,
Okay.
and probably be tipped with like a
Tastes
claw
good,
or something.
son.
gotta get some of those Tyranid bits, Freddie.
Make him sharp. Make him a sharp boy.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, you could probably just scratch sculpt those for real.
Are
It's just little. They've got those little like overly finger pads. You know,
Are you gonna keep him fleshy?
you gotta go white, man.
Freddy,
Hold on, I'm rolling some clay. I don't have any room on this table.
Fletchy.
don't talk. You can still use your words.
Jesus Christ.
Just jump in the stream and just silent. Silent.
I'm like, hey, Freddy, you gonna keep it fleshy? Silence.
Yes, I'm like, all right. So you want to know what I'm gonna do with this?
Yes.
All right, hold on. Let me pull up the thing.
Pull up your thing.
So I'm gonna 3D print this figure here.
Oh, you cheating? All right.
No, it's gonna be tiny compared to this.
No, I'm just messing with you, man. I can't wait to start 3D printing. I ordered Elegoo.
Oh, dude.
I'm
All right,
ordering
so-
one after we're done here.
I'm gonna
Oh,
3D
love
print
it.
this guy.
Oh, nice. So that's
I'm gonna
like,
build a little.
I didn't even
clip
see it, Freddy.
I'm
Hold
gonna
on.
stand
Hold it back up. Hold it back up. I didn't even see it.
Oh, hold on.
Look at the base of that thing. It's disgusting. Ah, okay. He's
So
like
this guy's gonna be
yeah.
praying to this. This is gonna be coming out of like a blood ocean, and that's gonna be in a cliff.
Blood ocean.
Yeah,
I'm getting some Resident Evil vibes.
yeah, I like that.
Blood
thing was giant.
ocean.
I really like that, Freddy. Go ahead, Freddy, with your bad self. Get him
I
doing
fucking love
things.
this thing. I'm so fucking stoked that you're working on it. For real.
And
The
just for
second I
reference,
saw it,
this
I was
thing
like,
is
I'm just happy you're
11
working on
inches
something
tall.
new. You haven't worked on anything in a while.
that's 11 inches tall.
If you guys want to see all his updates, subscribe
That's
to
badass.
or his OnlyFans.
You guys want to see all his updates? Subscribe to Meg's channel.
Hey, I stream on my channel.
You have a YouTube? You have a
I
Twitch?
stream on my Instagram.
Ah,
I saw you go on last night. I'm sorry. I was right in the middle of trying to do stuff for my stream and I get way too distracted. I
you
apologize.
don't have
I
to
wanted to see what you were
apologize,
doing.
bro.
I do
No
have to.
worries.
No,
You
when
don't
my
have
friends do things, I try really hard to watch.
You
I
don't
feel-
have to, man. It's cool. We know life happens. We ain't holding it against you.
Yeah.
Your buddy Phil. I swear to God, you say one thing, bad thing about
Clay.
Phil.
So Phil, real talk. I'm all in on the white ink tech, bro.
Did
I
you
gotta order it.
did you get it in?
Changed my life.
Which one did
Really?
you? The Liquitex?
Liquitex is what
Cool.
I got. I was like, I saw Marco and he's using Liquitex, and I said that's the one.
Yeah, no, Marco's the shit. Like, if there's ever something that I say and Marco says something like it, do what Marco says.
Did you order it online, Jacob?
Yeah, I did. Where did I get it?
Link me, bro.
think I just got it on Amazon, honestly.
Liquitex is a giant brand. Like any hobby or art supply store will have it. Blake,
Michael's has it.
I was surprised my local didn't. They're like the biggest industrial acrylic brand there is.
At the time that I ordered it, the stores weren't open here, so I had no way to get it. So I was like, all right, I guess it's Amazon or nothing.
So this is what I use to thin my paints for airbrushing. It's just the airbrush medium.
Yeah, me too.
I've had these 2 bottles since I started.
Yeah,
I use water.
Water's good.
Airbrush medium's better.
I use the water. I use a little bit of alcohol and some water.
If the water does it by itself, fantastic.
Yeah.
It usually doesn't.
For you.
It usually doesn't, but if it does, the less you adulterate your paint, the better off you're going to be.
What did you just call me?
I love adulterating things.
For real. Let them know, Uda.
Tell them.
Make H2O.
Tell them. God damn it, where is that fucking dude?
Oh, the barbarian?
Yeah, like
what up, Zebra Pebs?
One just for him. Oh, hey, I was telling Jacob, and offer extends to anybody else too. If anybody's trying to get in and hang, just boot me to the back room for a while. I'll hang out until somebody gets bored.
Every time you say that, I feel like you don't want to hang out.
That's not
like
the
he doesn't want to hang out.
Every time you say it.
I want to hang out. I want more painters to be able to come in, hang out, and paint.
I don't want to be here. Just kick me out.
Have you ever known me to be the kind of person that says, or that would have a problem saying, I don't want to be here? Nah. So, excuse me, sir. Sir, excuse me. Fuck all of you. I'm leaving. I will happily hang out if anybody wants to hop in like a Discord voice or something to keep the overflow entertaining. That's awesome too. But as long as whoever wants to participate gets to, I'm a happy guy.
Tonight on Pallet Wednesdays, Freddie shows us his method for building custom fleshlights.
It's a bit too hard to do anything with.
You like what you like, man. The heart likes what the heart likes. You know, I feel you.
Too hard.
Booty, 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 rocking everywhere.
Booty, 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 rocking everywhere.
Okay, so let me switch this over.
Hang on, real quick before I go.
Where are you going?
Booty, 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 rocking everywhere.
Hell yeah. Got them names on him. Got them names on him, bro. Jones keychain. Oh, that broke.
Raise your flag, but drop that ass.
Drop that ass. You know, I watched Joel paint this thing in like 45 minutes, and it looked amazing. I kind of want to do that too.
What is that?
It's the back of the Zaku head.
Oh, yeah.
Like the mini Zaku head. He painted it so dope in 45 minutes on a live stream on Instagram.
Nice.
I was like, Joel, you inspire me, bro.
Dude, those Zaku heads are like low-key the coolest shit.
Yeah, they're dope as hell. I actually just cracked open one of the RX-78s to paint them.
Oh, nice. Is that a Reaver?
Yeah, hold on, I'll make them big. I'll make it big.
Nice.
I gotta do that like edge highlighting stuff that you fancy guys be doing.
If you ever catch me edge highlighting, my brain is broken.
Did you guys see Steve's? That
nice work.
Oh yeah, his looked great.
He did a great job. That's his second Space Marine he ever painted, and he's already got like basic edge highlighting on stuff like that. I wouldn't be mad at on mine.
Purple is an awesome color for Space Marines too. It's not a common one. Unlike really blue, which is, for noobs.
Yeah, it came with the pack, man.
It's real hard to paint, though.
What, you guys want to see my first shitty ass painted Space Marine?
Of course. Yes. Hold on, Freddie.
100%.
Oh, look at that green boy.
I've seen it before.
Yeah, Jacob saw it in person.
I think I saw it in real life.
That ain't bad.
Sabaton they were having like this painting through seminar type of thing.
Nice.
I was bored. I'm like, I guess I'll do it.
I was bored. You're at a Saboten Con and you're bored.
Oh.
Freddy.
You know what?
Dude,
Let me
I'm
tell you
not a
something
weeb.
about Sabaton Con.
I am not a weeb.
That attitude.
Let him know.
The only time Freddie wasn't bored was when the hentai group moved into the model room. No joke.
Dude,
He's like,
that room
wee.
was weird.
That really happens.
What do we get to?
Flings his love of tentacles.
What do we get? We have to do something for Dave. Like we cannot have it so that he constantly gets booted out of fucking competitions because there happens to be a tentacle on his base. The dude is that model is not hentai. Like he keeps getting turned away from competitions.
I've never seen anybody get turned away. Freddie, have you ever gotten turned away from a competition for your tentacles?
No, but I've had a lot of comments thrown my way, like, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
Oh, from the judges and stuff.
Grow a pair of boobs. No one will question you.
That's one thing. That's one thing, and I'm used to like the weirdness. But like I know for a fact that Factory's got turned away from a couple of comps for his woman build.
Wow.
Sucks.
It's a fucking great model, and there's nothing hentai about it.
Not one thing.
It's more like Lovecraftian terror.
Yeah, it's straight up.
Well, it's like if it wasn't like, you know, an anime figure or something, they probably wouldn't give a shit, you know?
I like how Meg thinks we're talking hentai, and she's like, oh, you go talking hentai?
We're totally talking hentai, Meg. What's your favorite one?
It's such a creative build.
Oh, I don't have a favorite hentai.
She loves all the hentai. Meg loves all the hentai.
She does.
Do you guys just sit around and watch hentai?
I don't.
All right,
You totally do, man. You totally
He's not into anime stuff like I am.
I think
That's a
that
shame. They do crazy stuff.
I think that True Barbarian's in the closet downstairs. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go for it.
Freddie literally painting Gundams, not into anime.
You don't
Okay,
know he don't
I've
think Gundams
maybe
are
seen 10 anime shows in total.
your whole life.
Yeah.
All right, let's guess them. Let's guess them, guys. What animes has Freddie seen?
He's seen Parasite, the Maxim, definitely.
I started, I've only gone like 2 episodes into that.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
It's really good, Freddie. You'd really like it, man.
I know, but every time I try putting it on, Meg's like, no, I don't like this.
Meg, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Because I have better taste in anime.
Better taste, suck my butt with your One Piece. Go ahead, One Piece. Tell me about
I am
better
not
anime.
gonna watch One Piece because I don't feel like wasting
Meg
40
loves
hours.
Crazy life.
Yeah.
Meg loves it. She loves the One Piece.
I used to. Oh, I should show you my hella old Mr. Prince cosplay. Because Sanji is classy. All the little girls were like, marry me. It was great. It was a good convention. That was before SAC Anime was like actually a convention, and it was like at the Sunrise Mall.
Meg, tell me a better anime than Parasite, the Maxim.
Demon Slayer.
Come on, but that's real good. I'm talking
Tell me
about
a less mainstream anime.
yeah, less mainstream.
Okay, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like Mushishi or
Mushishi?
something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mushishi?
Mushishi is dope
Okay.
AF. You win. I love you.
All right, okay, Meg.
Mushishi?
All right. No, but Maxim, Parasite's real good. Like, don't sleep on it. It's real good.
I don't know. I tried and I just
It gets a lot better. They get crazier. They get stronger. It's really good. It's really, really good. Give it a shot. Give it a shot.
I'm into those like vampire animes and the ones that like you'll sit down and be bored watching.
Yeah, she
normally.
hasn't. Yeah, you haven't watched Castlevania.
You haven't watched Blood Lad?
You haven't watched the new one?
No.
Oh, Castlevania's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
I heard that's good.
If you're into it.
Yeah, I'm into it totally.
I think the least mainstream anime I've watched is Paranoia Agent.
Paranoia is good. Not bad.
That fucking show. Oh my god.
I was watching that. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? And why can't I stop watching?
You know, I really only came out here because I heard hentai.
I like psychological horror and thriller anime. That's the good shit. If there are a lot of kids killing each other, I am super into it. And not like in that isekai way, but in that like incredibly dark, like a girl holds a knife to the wall and then jams her own throat into it while laughing and smiling at another chick.
Is Itzakaya like sword art and shit?
Yeah, isekai is the like, oh, we went into the video game world.
Yeah, okay.
Not
Sword
into
art
that.
was so good until the fairies came in.
But it's real hard to make it good.
Oh,
Yeah, they tried real hard.
Girl. I love Peach Girl.
Yeah, I bet you would.
Like Shinsekai Yori.
Shinsuke Yuri.
I could watch that time I got reincarnated as a slime like on a loop forever.
I tried watching that. I couldn't get into it.
It's so wholesome.
I can't watch
think
it. I
that's
have
one
a
of
friend
those
that's way
shows-
too into it.
That's
and it
one of
drove
those
me
shows where the
insane.
concept is funnier than the actual program.
So wholesome though.
I
like that one too.
Nora also likes
yeah, Nora.
Love slime. I watched it. I think I watched almost the end of it.
Yeah, you did. You've watched all there's there.
I really like Shield Hero, Rising of a Shield Hero.
I couldn't get into
watch
Shield Hero.
that. Too mainstream.
Man, it got real weird when the chick accused the dude, the main protagonist, of rape. It got real weird.
All right, what's up, Scoots? You want to watch like some Gundam or Votoms or what?
I'm just feeling really snacky right now.
Like 7-Eleven?
No,
What time
like
is
a
it?
good snack.
Yeah, but they're nice. Do you want to watch the cool new Votoms or do you want to watch?
Meg always wants a snack.
No, I'm just really snacky right now.
Meg
Yeah,
is
you
a
always.
snack.
You're a snacker.
She is a snacker.
Yep.
No, I like.
Not really.
I like
am.
that I'm a
I
snack.
can't do Voltron on here, but I can do anything Gundam.
No, I don't know what I want.
Meg, you are not a snack. You are a whole
Meg
ass
is
meal.
a snack with
She's, she's a whole ass meal.
That's what I'm gonna
4 course.
No.
Sorry, Meg, I'm throwing your shit out there.
Right on there, Julio.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Fighters, Iron-Blooded Orphans.
Like I want that good donut place right now.
No donuts,
Oh,
Meg.
donut. Yeah.
Freddie, you guys don't live in
Got to
LA,
make
right?
your own donuts right now.
Yeah, but we don't have.
Fighters try with Fumina.
Freddie, you guys don't live in LA, right? You live in Orange County.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have Donut Friend there?
Donut friend.
Is that the place we went to?
What I'm doing
I don't know. It's open 24 hours, and it's like a super well-known donut place.
Build Divers?
Donut?
Like new Build Divers?
Donut Friend is the vegan one.
Oh, that's right. No, we don't have vegan donuts here.
Ew, vegan donuts.
No, they're
Why?
super good.
No.
Dude, they don't taste any different than regular donuts, and they're amazing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think that
but-
they're actually better.
But I know they're vegan, so I'm not going to enjoy them.
They don't harm the planet, stupid.
Well,
They
that
don't
was just
harm
harmful because of farming practices, but we're not going to get into that.
Oh, shit.
Let them know, Meg.
I think I gave this cow talk the other day. I'm not doing it.
Let them know, Meg.
Everything you do makes everything worse.
Shit.
That's how you-
Shit.
That's
What
the
the
curse.
hell,
That's the curse of being a human.
And it's accurate.
Yeah, it's totally accurate,
Okay, here we go, Scoots.
especially for Meg. Meg, go eat an apple.
We don't have apples.
Go eat an orange.
I ate all the oranges.
What the fuck, Freddie?
Dude, how could you do that?
I'm a girl and boy.
And the only chocolate we have is edibles.
Okay, I need to trade you chairs.
Eat an edible.
Edible chocolate bar.
Eat an edible.
And then go find oranges.
Yes.
All right. Did Joel ever show up?
Nah, there's nobody in the back room.
I got his dude. We were gonna work
Sweet.
on skin tones for a while today.
Hell yeah.
So
That's
if
the
anybody had any questions about skin tones, we
Like
got-
regular human skin tone?
yeah, like not completely destroyed dead guy with mouths in his belly skin tones.
Okay.
These
I like
guys,
those things, so.
these guys worship corn. They're a little healthier.
They worship John Lynn?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. John Lynn, you found your followers, man.
She clowns corn all the time too. I don't get it. I'm like, I would have thought instantly that was like your team.
For real. What's wrong with
Where
you?
is John Lynn?
In the back doing nothing. Oh, she's not actually in the back. She, but, you know what I mean? She ain't here.
You can paint it indigo.
You want me to paint that one indigo? You've been very on indigo lately.
Go for it.
Nora likes indigo these days.
Sound good.
It's a good color.
And yeah, it sound good. Who the knows? Who the know color?
Uda color.
I'm bad at color.
Who daddy know color?
She's colorful.
She color. She got color.
She comes in colors everywhere.
John Lee, you can totally jump in whenever you want, if you want.
So we can talk about your total failure to grasp the superiority of corn as best
Oh,
you
shit. I hadn't like tabbed on the wrong thing. I didn't notice there was a live chat going.
Yeah, stupid. The people
I
in
wasn't
there.
paying attention.
The people in there.
I just saw a link and I clicked it.
She's like, oh, I'm here. I'm here now.
I'm here. I'm in this.
Any of you Warhammer painters into the newest announced Space Marines or Necron models?
I have not seen a bit of them.
Ooh,
Due to the
Spicy.
fact that I'm not really doing much.
they're spicy.
Are they like Space Marines or what?
Yeah. There's a bunch of new Space Marines, pretty cool looking.
Ooh.
And there's some new Necrons too, also pretty cool looking. Phil, you would be interested. The Necrons are much more grim dark looking than previous Necron sculpts.
Than just Terminators?
Yeah, exactly. They're like all falling apart and stuff, and
Nice.
they're cool. They're cool. They have like a lot of hanging wires and bits and stuff. It's neat.
Oh yeah.
I'm interested to see where they land on these guys.
Man, I was so hoping that Bandai Space Marine was a kit. It is not.
It's just the action figure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a drag.
Super drag, man. That's something in mind, like, but they're expensive too. I wouldn't mind picking one up and just painting them, but they're pricey. Not worth it, man. I was like, who's that? You just messing with your white balance, Phil.
But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get the
Cool,
focus
cool.
right on this thing. I've been working on Murmur all week, and the
Yeah.
settings for this guy are completely different. There we go.
Got them cheeks on there.
Yeah.
The cheeks.
Nice.
There we go. Just have to start getting some more stuff around it.
What did Nora wind up watching?
She picked out Re-Rise just because she hasn't really seen much of it yet.
Nice.
Hey, I've seen a lot of it so far. It's just because it's one of the only shows that I have left to watch a little bit of.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, okay.
That's fair.
I think I made it to season 2. That was about it.
I haven't gotten past like the first 3 episodes. I was just like, nope, that's enough.
This is getting way too childish for me.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm glad that they're making the shows for the kids because I love that
Yeah.
Nora wants to watch it. You know,
Yeah.
but I can definitely see why the old heads are bummed that the shows are not for them anymore. But I don't think they ever really were in the first place. So.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
like
Honestly.
we get the OVAs. You know, I'm okay. with
Yeah.
it. I can have an OVA.
I do
I
not
found a
mind
bunch
that.
of these guys, little Crossmaster models.
Oh, nice.
Figured they'd be fun to paint up. Yeah, you know me, I love chibis, so
I gave those to you.
I gave them to you, and then you gave them to me to paint. It's the cycle of nerdery where we're like, this is probably a great idea. Probably not. Do you want it?
You want it?
You could have it. I love you.
I'm never gonna paint this. You can have
What?
it.
I gave
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about your bear. I'm like, you better paint that flesh monster, man.
Oh, I'm painting it.
Yeah.
That's such a cool project, dude, for real. Like, I'm not, you know me, I don't blow much in the way of smoke. I was super fucking excited when I saw that.
You know where this came from?
Yeah, it's
No.
Bloodborne, you know?
no bad words.
Oh no,
Thank you.
this thing here, the demon bear. I was gonna have like
The nightmare?
blood coming off of this, and then pour me into a pool, and this thing rising out of it.
Oh, nice.
Like, no, this looks too cool. I want this to be the focus.
Yeah, just make it its own thing.
This looks too cool.
You should do a few of them. I mean, are you doing a few of them, or was I seeing an evolution of the same sculpt?
This is the same sculpt.
Okay, you should definitely rock out a few of those dudes and have them just kind of like writhe up around a thing. I think that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do the same type of tentacle.
or even make a fountain or something.
I'm gonna make smaller versions of the tentacle and have those coming out from the base instead of like a full figure.
Excellent,
Oh, yeah.
excellent.
Good stuff. I like a Freddy.
You could even put in like a real subtle smoke machine or something, like not that's like billowing or anything, just like a little bit of like wisps of steam around the base.
Don't
I
fuck
kinda
this
wanna
up,
do
Freddy.
Huh?
Don't fuck this up.
I'm just
I'm
trying
not-
to think of ways, like, because I hate the cotton smoke thing. I've tried it a few times and was just never happy with it.
No, that's lame.
So I'm just trying to think of a way to use like actual vapor. And there's so many commercial vaporizers available now that it seems like you should be able to get away with something that just puts out a little tiny bit so it looks weird.
Truth.
You've done such a nice job with it. I'm really, really impressed. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very proud of this thing so far.
Don't disappoint us, Freddie.
The only thing I'm worried about are the arms.
Hold on.
Why are you worried about the arms?
Arms are easy compared to everything else you did, man.
Yeah.
Just make them long, skinny tentacles like every other model you paint.
Yeah, but I wanted to have like some sort of claw or something.
Do they really though? It seems like they just kind of had like long, like kind of skeletal fingers with little like oval finger pads on them. Like everything about them was cute and creepy. Somebody that can eat this corn wants in, and somebody that likes to say "What up, nerds" also wants in. Whom I'm assuming looks like John Lennon True to me.
Yeah. Who wants out? Anybody wants out real quick?
I can bow out if you guys want to put Jay in. I'm just getting this stuff ready to go. I was going to work on this stuff with True, so I'd like back in eventually, but I can chill for the time being while I set up my paint.
I'm going to jump out for a second and put John Lennon, and you guys can paint.
If you like.
Yeah.
All right.
I see Freddie is building a fucking fetus.
Yeah.
It is.
I was summoned, and I'd like to say, Phil, you can fight me.
For what?
Throwing hands behind the Walmart parking lot.
For what?
For not for what?
What? I've been challenged to a fight over what now?
No reason, but, throwing hands.
It's probably corn related.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you mean the god of martial honor and discipline, corn, or do you mean the yellow fruit you like to eat?
Both. I gotta do it for the corn gods.
Works for me.
But I was summoned. I'm not actually painting anything, but...
Oh.
Neither am I.
Well then.
He's making weird shit.
I know who the first ones to go shall be.
Uda. Definitely Uda.
Definitely Uda.
No, I'm working on my horseman build. I'm doing some scene line removal.
Nice.
Getting snazzy.
Well, hand painting is certainly the focus of this setup, but...
I was summoned. It's Beetlejuice. It's Beetlejuice. You say my name 3 times and I just pop up.
I know how that goes. Beetlejuice. No problem. Anytime somebody says like dickhead, eventually I pop up, so... I'm used to it.
Well, it's either like Beetlejuice or like Herpes. I show up.
It gets better.
Similar, but different.
But anyways, I'm not going to be on here for long, so...
Damn it, John!
I will have to enjoy your presence while it lasts.
Bask in the presence.
Bask in the glow.
Know that the corn gods have blessed you.
We're
today.
not saying bad words.
I'm saying bask. It's terrible.
I got my headphones on.
The corn gods are false.
Whoever said that, meet me in the back of a Walmart.
No, the only place to fight is at a Denny's parking lot. Come on now.
We don't have
Denny's
a
and Walmart
Denny's.
are one step apart, guys.
Well,
We don't have a Denny's.
You don't live in civilization, man.
Oh, well, no, I didn't ask for this either. It just is what it is.
All right. So skin stuff. Who's working on skin stuff? We got Uda working on some chibi skin over here. We got anybody else?
That's just plastic. I mean,
there's no paint going on over there?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
I mean, I can tell you about my skin routine.
You're in the what now?
My 12-step Korean skin routine.
Does it involve baskets and lotion?
Maybe.
Does it put it on its skin?
Or maybe get the hose again.
Ooh, I like the hose.
Hey, I'm doing skin. I'm putting flash paint on things.
All right. What kind of a like skin tone are you going for there, Joel? Are we looking for like a super healthy, I've been fed well and I'm going to stomp at your brain skin, or is like a demon possessed Viking from the north type vibe that we're after?
I mean, come on now.
I'm just asking what you want to work on.
Definitely the second one.
That's what I'd hoped. With that being the case, I would start with a lighter skin tone. Anything you've got that's kind of desaturated, has a little bit of like a pale gray in it, or you can mix it yourself. What kind of pre-mixed skin tones have you got available to you at the moment?
Let's take a look. We got.
Hey Julio, I think Jacob's gonna go spray some varnish. If you want to jump back in with us for a sec.
Yep, BRB.
Till he gets back round.
Cadian flesh, which is pretty healthy.
Yep. Yellowy skin.
Then I've got various whites and kind of bone colors.
You got a Rakarth flesh by chance?
Let me look.
That's one of my favorite healthy skin bases. It's kind of a tan gray. It's got enough of both. Yeah. Awesome. I'd like to start with that, and that's what I did start with on this guy. The cool thing about the Rakarth is that you can either... Hang on, I'm going to get a little better light going here. You can either blend like warm tones, or you can blend...
I can't hear this.
All right, Nora, then turn it up. There you go, honey. Better? Is that better? A little more? Okay. There you go. Let me know if the noise from their TV is messing with this, guys. We'll move a little farther away. So I like to start with that because you can either blend earth tones in to get kind of a warmer, healthier skin tone, or you can blend more toward the gray and white end of the spectrum and make it look really pallid and unhealthy. It makes it primed to accept a lot more like cool tone shadows, like purples, blues, pale reds, that kind of thing.
Yeah, okay.
So it just kind of depends on the vibe that you're after. According to the story, these guys, despite the fact that they used to be in old Warhammer, like super like demon Viking, in the new one, they're more like they grow up in like a plane of fire and fighting volcanoes for lulz and all that. So,
Shit.
So I'm giving this guy a little warmer skin tone, but I wanted to start with that unhealthy base just to suggest that no matter how much of a badass and in tough environments he's growing up in, there's fundamentally something wrong with him.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. All right, let me put some shit on the palette.
But yeah, that's what's there right now is just a Rakarth skin base, and then it's got a real thin down wash of sepia over the top of it, and that's it.
I've got the flesh shade to go with it.
That works too. It's a little redder in the brown than the sepia,
yeah,
but it works just fine. And it's also important to remember, everybody, that just because it says flesh wash on the bottle doesn't mean that's the only thing it can be used for.
Oh yeah.
You can make any paint you have into a wash.
Somebody dropped. Who dropped? Jacob dropped.
Jacob dropped. You had to go. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We tried to say something.
I went to go make a cup of coffee.
Okay. He just had to go varnish some stuff.
Okay, no problem.
He'll be back. Talked a little bit about skin theory.
Ew, flesh. The final frontier.
So I got
flesh. The final frontier.
These are the voyages of the Starship PP Prize.
I'm about it.
Since I started out with the Rakarth, I'm going up to a blend of Rakarth and Flayed One after that wash settled. I find, especially with skin tones, you're better off not even in ranges like Citadel, where like they've got so many pre-mixed colors with so little stepping space between them. even just putting a little bit of a blend of the two paints together creates a much smoother transition.
Look at those blues, man.
Hey, Phil, so I have a question.
Try me.
What would you say are like the recommended, like must-have paints just to get started painting skin?
Man, I hate questions like that, not because it's a bad one.
Just like the basics.
Like, if it were me, I'd say whatever color range you like, whoever makes paints that you've enjoyed, check their stuff out, see what they've got available for pre-mixed stuff. Some ranges have just a few skin-colored paints in different hues. Like I've got what I consider to be my like super dark skin palette and my super pale skin palette. I've got like my vaguely like olivey skin palette. I've got my vaguely Asian-y skin palette. Like I've built all those up, but ultimately all they are is combinations of whites, yellows, and browns. So that's what makes up most visible skin tones. So just mix and match until you get to where you like, unless you want to buy just like a whole bunch of pre-mixed paints, which ultimately you're still going to be kind of mixing together anyway to get the results you really want.
I just want to get some new paints because I've been using these scale color.
You don't care for them? Those
scale, I think scale 75 or 55 or whatever the brand's called.
Those are pretty good.
You know, like I
don't like about them is that they're super matte when they dry,
which is pretty good for skin.
I mean, that's great. That's what you want.
I also want to airbrush it, and it's horrible to airbrush.
Really?
Yeah, it clogs up the airbrush like crazy.
I feel
like what have you been mixed? I'm not telling you you're wrong. I'm saying what have you been using it to, or what have you been using to prepare your paint for your airbrush with when you've been using it?
Oh, I've tried different variations. I've used Vallejo airbrush thinner. I've used the Liquitex stuff. I've used water. I've added Flow A to it, all this stuff, and none of it worked. Like it always ends up clogging my airbrush.
Real quick,
you got a little retarder?
Real quick,
yeah, I added retarder too, but it doesn't help.
Just walk me through the process. But when you put your paint in your cap or in your mixing thing or whatever, it doesn't matter where it goes.
Oh, I pre-mix them before putting in the cap.
Pre-mix them? All right. So the first thing that goes in the cap is obviously your paint, right?
Paint, then whatever I use to thin it, water.
Okay, so whatever. Slow it down. What's the first thing you put in?
The paint.
Then second thing you put in?
Thinner.
Okay, so you've mixed paint with thinner now.
Yeah.
What is likely to happen as a result?
The paint thins.
How does it do that chemically? What happens there?
I don't know.
I'm not
I
trying to
prepare for this.
No, and don't.
It's going to be on the test.
I'm not trying to make you feel stupid. This is the process is what creates the product. That's what happens. Okay.
It's going to be on the test.
So it's like this.
Oh shit.
The first thing you put in is your thinner. Of course, the first thing you put in was your thinner. You wanted to thin your paint.
Yeah.
Right. But what that does is that it lowers the surface tension of your pigment. Right. It makes the paint much thinner, and it makes it more flowy, and it also adds an element of alcohol, which if you blow on alcohol, what does it do?
Evaporates.
Dries out completely.
Yeah.
Which creates a dry tip almost immediately as soon as your thing hits your airbrush tip, right?
Pretty much.
I tried using water as well, and it's the same thing.
So you'd say the next thing to put in, if you've got that, is to add in some water.
No, I've used different things to thin the paint down.
Not together though.
Have you tried combining different things to do it?
I did 50-50 water and thinner.
Okay. And what was the result of that?
Same thing. It always ends up clogging after like a couple minutes.
Got a couple sprays and then it seized, right?
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Why do you think that was?
Bang. What's up, Steve?
No idea.
What up? Okay. Well, the reason
that's what
happened,
I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you, man. When I'm asking you these things, I'm not trying to be like, this is where Freddie messed up. I'm trying to go through the actual process of how these chemicals interact, because once you figure it out, then it just makes sense forever, and nothing ever stops you from doing it ever again.
I don't know. I was just gonna say it sounds like Freddie messed up. Though.
No.
Well, the weird thing is, this is the only paint I've had issues with.
Okay.
Well, trying to airbrush it at least.
Do you want to not get rid of your scale 75s, or do you want to just get rid of your scale 75?
Hey, I'm looking for a great deal on some scale 75
I'm fine.
paints.
I'm
If
fine with
anybody
scale
knows
75 for hand painting. I just
'Cause
want something like an airbrush because I'm not going to hand paint this completely.
Because I could make those airbrush paints in like 5 more minutes. If you let me.
Why wouldn't you hand paint that thing completely? Besides like base coating.
Wait, what?
Why wouldn't you paint it, the whole thing hand painted?
Yeah,
Besides
your
base coating?
stuff's all organic. You're gonna benefit from hand painting than you would airbrushing.
I'm not going to base coat this entire thing with a.
No. Besides base coating. You can just do rattle can for that.
Yeah, I don't have any skin colored rattle paint. I'm not going to go buy any.
You just get a nice base, like a good white base, and you can build from there, bro. Totally.
Yeah, Vallejo makes plenty of rattle cans and colors, but like, if you're just worried about like airbrushing, just like the base coat, and you're gonna hand paint the rest of the joint, shit, just get whatever works.
Yeah, dude.
I'm telling you, dude, you've got more than you need right there. With all those media you were showing me with everything.
Oh, I know.
Step 1, put in thinner. Thinner makes it thin, but it also makes it dry. Step 2, put in a bulking agent to retard the thinning.
Yeah, I have a paint retarder from Vallejo.
Perfect. Put that in, mix it up. It's gonna make the paint fluffy, but it's gonna retain the thinness of the original. Problem now is that the overall vibe of it's gonna be kind of frothy and it's gonna take too long to dry. Step 3 is add water, mix it all together, pass it through the brush. You'll never have another problem again, I promise you. You can apply that to any paint of any kind ever in the universe. It will work now. I promise.
All right, I will try that.
I wish you would.
If that doesn't work,
we'll be all right.
Give me a holler if you need help. I'll be around.
Yeah, Freddie, you thin it out enough, it'll be good. You got this.
Well, it's not just thin it out; it's thin it the right way.
Yeah, you got to get it nice and milky, boy.
And you got to know why you did it that way, because if you
don't, Phil's coming for you.
No, it's that if you know that you did it that Jesus Christ, if you know that you did it that way, then you know what you need to do to correct it.
Yeah.
Every band only has a few components, and as long as you know how they interact, you can make them behave.
You can't troubleshoot if you don't fully understand the things you did before.
Yep.
Yeah.
The whole point of Right Brain is teaching everybody why things do what they do, not how.
Yeah, Freddie, you got a good white base on there, the skin will be fine. You get a good blue on there, you got a good purple, some reds.
Yeah. The funny thing is the darker colors, the India and African shadows, those thin down just fine.
Yeah.
It's just the lighter colors I was having trouble.
Well, keep in mind, each different color is a different like mixture of pigment, folders, and shit like that. So even
I always
like
have a harder time with light colors.
Yeah,
like
lighter colors
Vallejo.
and pastel colors have white in them. Is the problem. So the more white there is, the more of a pain in the dick it is to fucking work with.
Dick paint.
Dick paint. But even they follow logical rules once you learn how to spot them. And that's what we're here for, baby.
That's why we're here, Freddie.
That's why you're here.
Yeah, you did not. You be straight. You got this, Freddie.
Real shit, though, yeah, you should like fucking hand paint the shit.
I'm still like a week out from painting this thing though.
Yeah, totally. You still got more modeling to do.
Take your time. Have fun. And please don't think I was trying to harangue you with that.
Oh, I know.
Speech either. Like that was 100% helpful. Like you don't have to get anything else. You are covered.
Who dropped? John Lynn dropped. I put her in the back. Uda's still in the back.
Uda in the building.
Uda in the building. Uda, do you want to come back up front? Give me a hand sign of okay if you'd like to come back up front. Oh,
Uda, come back.
Drop. I'm gonna drop Steve. I'm gonna drop Steve.
Oh, do it.
Uda.
Uda, come
Hello.
back. You can blame it all on me.
I'm about to do some oil painting on this plague marine. Pretty excited.
Oh yeah? Are you doing all oils on it?
No, so I basically did like I'll show you. I did like a base color. So I did like a test one with some oils that looks kind of like. Let me see if I can get them to show up. Looks kind of like this. It's like a pale green color.
Yeah, Kyle,
hold on, I make it big.
Thanks, bro. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
Nice. Dirty.
Ooh.
Right. And so, but I didn't paint all the actual. I didn't like base coat all the stuff. I was just kind of testing it out. So this guy.
Is that hand painted or sprayed?
This is a combination. I did the base coat with airbrush, and then I did all the hand painting, the details,
Got it.
oils.
Got it.
So this one, I based in my colors with the airbrush, and I just hand painted all the metals. So now I'm going to hit them with some oils and hopefully make them look less like a cartoon.
So when you're doing metals for prep, are you doing those are you doing them like to their completed state that you would if you weren't going to use oils, or are you like working to a certain state and then letting the oils do the rest? Or
I'm just basing in the basic metal color. I'm not highlighting it or washing it or anything.
So it's just
because I'm going to let the oils do
lead
that.
belcher or
No, I'm using metal color gunmetal and
cool.
metal color burnt iron. So it does look pretty metallic.
What do you think of those?
I can't really tell. They're good. They're a little tricky to hand brush, but once you learn how to like kind of like how it works, they work really good. Vallejo metal color.
Oh shit! Hold up.
They look fucking good though, and especially if you airbrush them really thin over black, they look amazing.
I love hand brushing. Is weird. You have to treat it like doing signage with a metallic paint. You have one stroke and that's it, kind of thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
One shot paint is crazy.
You're totally right.
You got one shot at it, and like it's. For me, it was a good discipline because it's like you're very careful where you're putting it before you put it, like doing like the little pass over it before you actually commit to it kind of joint.
Yep, and it's hard to correct too because like it's not like if you have to paint it on so thin and then it dries like really quickly. So I like painted over this guy's white leg with it, and it was just like dried instantly, and I was like, well, I guess I'm fucked on that one. So I had to like paint over it with white, but.
Yeah, that's wild.
I do like them, and I think they're like some of the best. I say they're the easiest, like best looking metallics to airbrush because you don't really have to thin them most of the time. I don't.
I just dump them in; they're good to go. I use it for a lot of like the Sufibi shit because it's just fast and quick.
Yeah, exactly. I use it to like base coat, like on my like Imperial Knights. You know, there's a lot of metal on that model, so I paint it black and then spray that all over it. That's my starting.
And it's got a good small pigment. Too. It's not flaky like to me or anything.
Yeah. The only thing that I've discovered is that you have to be careful if like you airbrush it. If you put on too many layers, then like the carrier causes the like pigments to like pool up in a weird way, and then you end up with like these weird like kind of blotches. But anyways, yeah, metal color, low key, it's the best. Y'all give it a shot.
Yeah, I really want to try the metal colors. They look like a lot of fun.
Yeah, the only complaint is that my local shop, they're like $10 a bottle or something crazy.
Damn.
No, that's how much they are everywhere, man.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I got this bottle for like $2-3 maybe. It's metallic black.
Nah, this is a different joint. It's a big bottle. And it comes with like a ball, and it's like
yeah, like you can see here, it's a big one.
I've had this bottle for like a year.
Yeah, they last a very long time. I only just ran out of my first bottle of it, and that was gunmetal, which is like the metal I use on every model.
Yeah, that's the same one I ran.
Yeah.
Hey Jacob, is your local hobby shop that House of Hobbies?
Burbank House of Hobbies, yeah.
I miss that store so much. Brookhurst, they're good. It's just their acrylic paint selection sucks comparative to House of Hobbies.
Well, my experience is that with House of Hobbies, like a lot of local shops, they don't always like get restocked right when you need them. So sometimes they'll like run out of like, you know, the whatever Vallejo paint that I need, and then they just don't get some for like 3 weeks. So that can suck, but like for the most part, they're pretty good though. I do like that store. It's my favorite, and the guys there are pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's important for me, you know, because like I don't want to shop local if I'm like the guys are assholes or something, you know. Like
yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah. When I went to SCGMC.
Brookhurst is cool.
Brookhurst
was it Burbank was the one that I really liked.
Yeah, Burbank's dude.
Yeah,
what's the
really nice guys.
one? I can't remember.
What's that?
There's a big ass one. They got a display in the front, and they've got just fucking aisles of shit.
Neo Tokyo? Happy
Robot
Land?
for
Tokyo
less.
Happy Land?
Pegasus.
What is it?
Did John take you to Pegasus?
Yeah, I think so.
Pegasus,
Had like
yeah.
a huge car or
That's
some
a
shit. I
giant
think.
store.
Oh, they have like a
Pegasus?
racetrack there for model.
Yeah.
Pegasus, like the modeling Pegasus, like the guys that make like the scenery and
Yep,
stuff.
it's that company.
I'll be damned. I didn't know they were out there. I gotta grab Nora a granola bar. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go for it.
Model shops, man.
I haven't been to one in a while.
I miss them.
I was one yesterday. Hey, they don't give a fuck about nothing.
Yeah, I went to one. I went to the Burbank one. They're like open again, but they're like pretty busy.
Dead ass never closed. They had. I ain't gonna say nothing on live, but yeah, they never closed.
Ain't no restrictions down here. Come get your hobbies. COVID who? Oh, shit. Yeah, New York closed up quick. Like, nope. Sorry. We out.
So where I live is very conservative.
Peanut butter granola.
People are idiots.
Yeah, everywhere.
It's funny because Freddie lives probably like 20 miles from me, and it's like the exact opposite in like so many ways. Like everybody is like out protesting having restaurants closed and stuff.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about being over here. It's just so much entitlement. Not in this, around this area, but like 5-10 minutes away.
Land of Karens, basically.
Yeah,
Jesus.
That shit sucks, bro.
There was a booth I saw yesterday where they're trying to get people to sign a petition to recall the California governor.
Jesus.
Like, really?
Okay. All right, bud. There's other shit to worry about, but okay.
All because you can't wear a mask?
I need my haircut and my Starbucks.
Starbucks is always open, though.
Yeah, they stayed open. They're essential.
So has anybody's hobby life improved or, been affected negatively otherwise because of the virus, or is everyone just having more time for modeling now?
I barely started to get back in.
Working more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same.
Joel's been
Same,
working more.
I feel like people just. I hope everybody's getting on better than it seems like they are sometimes.
Same.
It took me a while to get back into it.
Yeah, I will say that my motivation suffered a little bit to like do modeling.
Yeah, it's tough to give a shit about.
Sucks because I have more time now. I'm not commuting.
Yeah, for me, it was moving at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you moved, huh?
And getting everything set up. Like we rarely got everything set up to where we can actually start working. Like,
do you have like a whole model room now, or is it in your living room, or what, dog?
Living room.
Nice.
Good enough.
Is for the actual thing. I'll send you a picture after.
Okay.
The power of hobby couple cannot be understated. It's nice when it works.
Yeah.
I 100% love being a dad, but before Nora came along, Robin and I had this is where we paint, this is where we play board games. We had like a whole game room and stuff. It was a lot of fun. There's just no space for that anymore. But and I don't, it's different now. I don't miss it. But hobby couple definitely makes housing easy.
Okay, so I got a question for all you nerds out there.
Hit it.
Which of y'all have been to Japan?
I have not, sir.
Oh, nobody here has been?
I work for a living.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore.
Don't leave my room.
Well, I was thinking about going next summer maybe, so I was going to see if y'all had any recommendations of spots to hit up for models, but I'll just read this Aurelius guide, I guess.
I got a whole list that I want to go to. A whole ass list.
Obviously, there's like the Yellow Submarine or whatever. It's on the list, right?
Yeah.
That's a good spot.
The camera spot.
Legit.
What's the Yokohama Cameras? I think it is, or
something like that. We know what you're talking about.
I just want to go to that robot restaurant.
Dude, that's on my list, dog.
Charlotte,
that's the one where they like dance or whatever.
It's
a really good IBO book at Manda. One of the 10 billion.
Yeah, Brian pulled out a couple last night. I'm like, I have to see these IBO books.
They're so nice.
Are they just like art books or what?
Yeah.
There's an art book and a story like world book. I got the world book.
Oh, I got to figure out what cool ass modeling books they got in Japan that are expensive to buy here and get a bunch of those.
There's a bunch of kick-ass ones in America and Europe that you can actually read too. Like, don't understate that.
It's not bad.
I just look at pictures.
I can't see the pretty pictures.
I can't see the pretty pictures. All these words in there.
What are words?
I can't fucking read.
I can't look at these letters. They look like numbers. What is this?
For those of you that had questions about getting smoother skin blends, I'm working with a pretty pastel skin tone right now. It's a real medium, kind of pale khaki.
Hold on, let me make you big.
And I'm laying real thin, real thin, watered down layers of that lighter color on there. And I know when I put those strokes on first, it looks like there's a huge value difference between that and what's underneath. But first off, it's not. The thinness of it is overstating the opacity of it by quite a bit. And secondly, it's going to settle down into a more translucent state and accept a lot more of the color underneath it passing through it than it does while it's wet. So you'll see when I come back to it that even after it's just had a few seconds to settle, like on the back of the head, you can still see that color from the back of the head there, plain as day.
Did you do a wash before doing all that? Like the base coat, then a wash, and then that?
This time I did. Rekarth Flesh base all the way around, nice and smooth and solid. Real thin sepia wash. I think it was the GW Seraphim sepia. And then I've been going through with Flayed One Flesh, real thin, no retarders, just water, and just kind of dabbing it onto the areas of the skin that kind of raise up off of the surface a little bit, trying to leave some of that darker brown down in there. Everything will get smoothed out later on with some glazing, but for now it's important to preserve as much heavy contrast as possible because it will come in handy at the final stages. The reason that I'm saying all that is because a lot of people get frustrated when they're working on skin because they'll see like the guys in the magazines that have, these perfectly graded, smooth, subtle skin tones that they don't look like that during the painting process. That's the last couple of steps is making that happen. So don't get discouraged. Don't get frustrated just because when you're putting your paint tones on, it's like, what the fuck is happening? This
is different.
Feel that for sure. Yeah.
It takes a little bit of faith to get yourself through it. And the faith and confidence comes from understanding how the paint works. So
makes sense.
Understanding the translucency and the way the acrylic value interplays is going to give you the ability to stop being afraid and just start putting paint where it's supposed to be.
Yes, sir.
Bang.
I like that, Phil. Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too, Phil.
Costco, I love you.
And that's also one way to do it. That's the old-fashioned layering approach to it. There are lots of different ways. Like a lot of people are starting to discover the glaze over white method. There's a gal actually on the GBA she might have been there for a while, but she's new to me. What's her name?
Lele?
Leah? No, Lily's been around forever. This gal's name is Leah Blaze, I think. Leah Blaze. And she's using a lot of painting techniques that were popular in like the late 90s, early 2000s to good effect, as near as I can tell. And she's another person that's got a different approach to this kind of thing, whose methods would be what we're looking into. For those of you that are on the Right Brain Models Discord, added a couple new painters this week that I'm really excited and hope that they come around and hang out a little bit more. A couple of more like veteran painters that know a lot of stuff that I don't, and I hope we can pick their brains for that kind of stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
They really do nice work. So look out for Oh Christ, what is it? Something emissions, monolithic emissions, and Kanji Man. Kanji Man.
Kanji Man.
I
Dude,
love
that fucking SD.
Kanji Man's cool, dude.
You see that hand painted SD's doing?
Yeah, very good.
Wild.
Yeah, I like those dudes. I hope they hang out a little bit more because they've got some cool tricks up their sleeves, and I would like them to impart their wisdom with us.
I hope to hand paint this BB, my little BB guy.
Yeah, totally.
Nice.
Sometime soon. I gotta prime him. Make him fancy.
I need to track down the cross silhouette version of it.
Oh, the Rex. That's
I
not
haven't
the Rex.
seen one in the wild yet.
Manny just built one.
Did he?
Yeah.
I keep seeing pictures of him, but I
Our
haven't
local
seen
got
one in
him.
any stores or anything. Yeah, I don't have a
shots. There it goes.
So that first episode is this next Saturday, Phil?
Not this coming, but next. Yeah, the 11th.
Yeah.
We're gonna sit down and do our first go.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what's happening Saturday?
It's a couple of hours of basically the lecture I was giving you. Sorry,
You're not invited, Freddie.
Okay.
We're going over now. The first one, we're actually going to be doing a lot of like talking about why we decided to do yet another modeling hobby stream, and then kind of establishing the framework for how we're going to try and move forward. And the idea is that you hear it every day when you're. I'm not trying to hog the audio here, guys. Just tell me to shut up. But the basic idea is that I feel bad when I'm on like help teams and stuff, and people ask, "How do I do this thing?" And I'm like, well, that's actually a really huge question. And if you don't know this, you need to know that. And if you don't know this, you need to know that. If you don't know this, you need to know that. And it seems like a lot of people have just kind of like, because of tutorial culture, kind of gotten it worked out of their brains that maybe you actually need to learn a few things before you can start just hammering.
They just want a step by step, right?
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, hey, that's great, but if you could just give me like a list format of the stuff I buy that makes this happen, that'd be great. I'm like, doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like, you need to know this. So the whole point of my stream is to have artists I respect come on in different disciplines and different, like, lots of things. There's tons of shit I don't know how to do. So I'm bringing in people that do and go through not so much a step-by-step or how-to of anything, but this is why you use the things we use. This is why you think the way we think to get to this point, in an effort to give people the real tool they need to succeed, which is wisdom.
Oh,
So,
cool. Nice.
So that'll bore the shit out of everybody. But if you'd like to come and hang out and actually like learn some stuff about the properties of paint and media,
The more times I can learn how to thin acrylic paints, the better I'm going to do.
it kind of rules. But I'm doing acrylics. Heng's doing hand painting with lacquers. Viper's doing scribing. Pabs has agreed to come on and do some painting stuff with different paints I don't know anything about. We got Lily coming in to do like lacquer skin tone for GK models. We got so many people. I'm so excited. So just while we can try out everything we learn on that, that'll be the place to kind of pick up some new approaches to things if you're inclined to learn them. And
All
I'd
right.
have you.
Check it out.
It's gonna be fun.
Badass, Phil.
I hope it goes well.
It's gonna go great, Phil.
You know me. I like helping.
It's gonna be fantastic.
It's going to be fantastic. Incredibly boring, weird stuff. Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Daddy. Murder me, Daddy.
Will you bring a guest on that will tell us which YouTube link to click on to give us the 5 steps to do the thing then? Because that's...
Yeah, where's the guest that just gives us the step-by-step tutorial?
I just want it to look like the guy that won GBWC. That's all I want.
Does anyone else here have like cats or pets with long hair?
So
Yeah, I
many
got
good.
that.
Yeah, dude.
Does that shit get in your varnishes and your paints like all the freaking time?
Sometimes I keep them out of my work area.
Bro, I got a whole room that is my studio, and somehow I don't let the cats in either. Somehow there's always a fucking hair, little cat hair, on underneath the, you know, when I primed it and catch it.
Yep.
There's a little hair on the armpit or some shit. Man,
that's how it goes.
Yep.
I'm like, away she goes, bud.
I'm like 600 layers of paint into this model, and there's a cat hair stuck in between these two pipes that I'm pulling out. And I don't know how it's on there.
No.
I'm like, come on.
I had a dedicated, like very fine tip tweezer to get those out.
Yeah, I have a child with hair as long as my legs, so it's like between her and the cats, it's just like, oh look,
more hair.
Look at that.
Ah, got it. Yeah, if you all haven't tried weathering with oils, it's really fun.
Oh yeah, I do it on Gunplays.
Great
I
on
do it on the Gunplays. I haven't tried it on the Mini yet.
Who
Yeah,
did
I
you
just-
add oils this week?
I
Yes,
did.
you did.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
What oils do you guys use? Is everybody buying regular artist oils, or you have the Abdelung ones, or what are you guys using?
I was using
I use
Ammo,
Avalon joints.
the MIG.
Same.
Drew's got the Farfig Nugans.
Yeah, dog.
You've got the Farfig Nugans. What do you got?
Well, I use it for like Star Wars shit, bro.
Okay.
Dude, oil paints on Star Wars, that's the way to go.
This one's about to get
I have a bunch of the
little.
streakers, I think.
I really want to try those.
Oh, nice. Is that R4?
Yeah, little or no R5, little deactivated R5.
All these.
Oh, hold on. Let me make you big, Ricky.
Oh shit! Thanks, bud.
Get him big.
Oh, that's
Big
badass,
pixel.
dude. That looks awesome.
Yeah,
that's a great example. That's a great example of like you guys are, especially those of you that just started painting minis recently. You're gonna start noticing if you branch out a little bit onto like Fora or whatever. You're like, oh, you dry brush that? Yeah, that is the biggest cop out of the world. Dry brushing is a completely appropriate method
This
for
whole
getting
Dry brush
thing
your
is-
look,
Shit.
and that is it.
it's all
That looks
dry.
great, Joel.
That looks awesome.
Actually,
dude.
this whole thing too is fucking. It's all dry brush.
Yeah, and you can
Oh,
do
yeah.
it super
It's a good
smoothly.
medium. It's a good thing. But look at my flesh. Let me look at my fucking flesh.
Not
Fucking
bad.
focus, ho.
Have you got a hard line to your computer down here? Or are you
Me?
doing Wi-Fi?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, that's directing.
Okay.
Let's try this. I need to fucking actually like download the drivers and shit for the
Yeah,
website.
gotta get it.
And
Static.
then I started doing a little. This guy's gonna be all contrast paints.
I want to see how that turns out.
Oh, is that an old
Yeah.
orc?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
second edition box set, or
Oh, gee.
right out of second edition 40K.
And then I got this dude, but I don't know if I'm gonna get to him today. Little chaos dude.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
Little
Kyle
barbarian.
Daddy,
a
what's
barbarian.
Kyle Stitchard actually sent me a second edition Gretchen from that same box.
Oh shit.
I'm super excited. They're terrible.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
No, they're real bad. Like their faces are like connected to their guns. Like it is.
There's some
my
ugly
God.
models.
It's
from
a
those days.
bad sculpt, and I am gonna go out of my way to make it look beautiful.
You guys have all seen those first edition Space Marines with the shoulder pads that are just enormous or
They're
whatever.
so badass, man. I love Rogue
They're
Trader.
badass. I think they look dumb, but also I appreciate them for what they are.
Yeah, I mean they're not like brother Marines. They're like I may just shoot you and leave you here in the desert, Marines. It's a different.
So you mean
aesthetic
human?
vibe they were going
They're
for.
human.
They were different back then.
So, I just stuck my oil brush in the water cup. Nice work.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
Plus move. Outstanding move.
contamination.
Y'all talking about Star Wars models. I posted a pic of this in the Whip channel the other day, but I got this very large boy.
Yeah, look at that
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Hold on,
Is that
hold
resin?
on.
It's resin, and oh my god,
Damn.
I have had it with cleaning. This is all, you can see it. I got a lot of milliput work here. All along this edge has been redone.
Well,
Fuck
So.
it.
You can eat the rest.
It's going to be
It
cool.
looks a lot smaller on the Discord.
Yeah, this thing is like, it's a
yeah,
big
that
boy.
thing's as tall as your torso.
It's 124, so it's.
Oh yeah, that's a big boy.
Yeah, this is my trial by fire of like gap filling.
Is it a T or is it a T something?
It's a T60. It's the original X-Wing.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, so I got to decide which X-Wing I'm going to paint it as. Let's see.
It's Luke Skywalker's.
No, dog. Everybody does.
Obi-Wan
Riff.
Kenobi.
Do Wedge. Everybody loves Wedge.
Yeah, I was thinking
Wedge
Wedge.
survived.
Porkins!
Fuck all that shit. Make
I
it a
second
head-
Porkins.
Porkins. I thought, but Porkins went down in the Y-Wing, though.
He did.
No, dog.
They
Porkins
wouldn't
is
give
an
him
X-Wing
anything.
pilot, bro.
Porkins went down in a Y-Wing.
You're about to lose your nerd cred, dog.
All
All right,
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm
Pilot.
ready. I'm telling you, Porkins dropped in a Y-Wing.
It's right there. Like, fucking do it. Give me my nerd card.
Don't challenge me on this one.
Okay.
Google.
Here we go. Here we go. Jack
Hey,
Porkins. I even know his first name.
Jeb. Bitch.
Jack.
Jack?
Jack. J-E-K. Jack Porkins.
Yeah.
This is from Wikipedia, or actually it's from Star Wars Databank. The burly rebel pilot flew an X-Wing at the Battle of Yavin under the call sign Red 6. His X-Wing developed a mechanical problem early in the battle, leaving him struggling to maneuver.
I want to watch it.
Until it's timely. Come on.
I want to go to the tape.
Show me the footage.
All right, we're streaming Star Wars Episode 4 right now.
I know one of you assholes has a rip. Fire it up.
I do.
No, but for real, Bandai Star Wars models, life-changing, amazing
Yeah, they're
model
great,
kits.
man. They are.
Seriously.
The little ATST that came in the little. Kyle, Clueless Kyle sent me an ATST and a little snow speeder for Nora for Christmas, and I helped her put it together. It's a really cool little model.
Dude.
I wish they would put the love and care that they do into Star Wars shit into Gundam shit.
Yeah.
I honestly think the Star Wars stuff is just easier to engineer, you know?
Because they already got they have the
bigger
movie
license
active molds and shit.
Yeah.
They work directly with the dudes that made that shit.
Yeah. The Star Wars stuff is awesome, though. I mean, the what is it? The TIE fighters are all like so good. They're my
Dude,
favorite.
your TIE Fighter is so fucking good, is what it is. I fuck you for making that thing. That was awesome.
Bless you. There's an amazing modeler who does Star Wars stuff. If you guys are interested in looking at Star Wars models, his name is fuck. This is terrible. I started talking and I don't even know his fucking name.
Fucking terrible. What?
And Andy Moore. He has a Flickr account and he's on Brit Modeler. If you search Andy Moore models, this guy does the best Star Wars models I have ever seen.
Huh.
His Flickr is amazing.
I'll check him out.
Check him out.
Are you in the Bandai Star Wars group on Facebook?
Maybe. I don't know.
You should join that one because it's also a bunch of oldies that sell like garage resin kits and shit.
Oh yes, that's my jam.
If you guys find stuff like that, will you like send me links? I can't handle Facebook anymore.
Yeah, Facebook sucks.
Yeah. The only thing is, a lot of those dudes they sell them via Facebook. That's the only way to get them.
Yeah, that's how I got my X-Wing. Yeah.
I got you, Phil.
I love you. Uda, is that just pastels or what do you got on this guy?
Oh, it's acrylic paint.
Oh, cool.
No, fucking look at him.
Nice.
Fucking look at him.
Painting Julio right now.
Did you paint those eyes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy shit! That's
You're painting Julio right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I'm freaked out.
It's Julio guy.
That is a Julio guy. Yeah, I love it.
Got
It's
paint his
fucking
little blunt now.
I love it.
It really is fantastic, Uda.
Thank you. I told you it would be the best. I practiced.
Yeah. Yeah. You was right. You was right.
It's got those ooh eyes, you know.
Yo.
You gotta give me the Ahego mouth.
You can't have an Ahego mouth because you got a blunt in it.
All right, so I've got this guy taken up to about where I want his base.
Hold on, Phil. Hold on, bud. Where the Phil? There he goes.
I've got this guy taken up to about where I want his base skin color to be, where All that's really there is the base skin color, that little bit of wash that went over the top, and then a few kind of receding layers of that. It's not quite a glaze, like it was still paint, just very thin layers of that paler skin tone that got built up on top of there. And honestly, at this point, you could kind of call it okay and just do any other like little detail-y bits that you wanted to do and move on. But what I'm going to do to get a little fancier is I'm going to go through and do like some scarring mottling around this big cornet symbol that he's obviously carved into his chest.
Nice.
I'm going to go through and make his face look a little sallow with the addition of some blues and purples and reds. I'll be doing the same thing around like his cheeks and like when you're pulling a fucking come get you some pose like this, you get kind of flush in a few spots on the body, like cheeks, neck, around the shoulders. Like we turn kind of red as a threat gesture. So I'm going to try and like glaze that in a little bit too, and then maybe push the highlights on the very edges just a little bit more. But as far as the basic like skin value to get something to look decent, this would look fine on the other side of a table just like this. So
yeah, it looks dope.
You don't have to go too crazy with it.
Yeah, awesome. I like how you did the now using the lighter, that white joint on it with the flush shade as the base.
Yep.
That shit fucking looks dope.
Yeah, and I like to base with browns too. Like no matter what skin color I'm painting, I like to base with browns just because no matter what, every realistic human skin tone on the planet has some rich brown component to it. So even if it's only got little tiny bits of it, having that as a deep underlayer makes it so that other colors can pull back to that, and it does have a warm, natural, alive quality. So there you go.
Thanks, Phil.
Awesome.
Next theory concepts there.
Good stuff, Phil. Good stuff.
Sure.
And you said shit's gonna be. Shut up.
What?
You said your shit's gonna be boring. You need to shut up. Just keep your mouth closed. What's wrong with you?
What do you guys think of the shape for the claw?
Hold on.
It's terrible, man. Really bad. Worse than I expected.
Ooh, that's nasty.
Shit.
I like it. Oh, it's like it's got two claws.
Yeah.
Yeah,
where's
just
the reference?
I like that, man.
Where's your reference at?
Huh?
Sorry, I got granola. Where's your reference at?
I have no reference. This is all going off of my head.
Phil does not like this.
You know, the head I sculpted from, I was just going on stream for like 2 hours.
Which is fantastic. And I'm thrilled that you did that. And I obviously knew exactly what you were doing the second that you did. But this is one of those situations where, like, when you're not sure, kind of like before you were at least working with confidence. Now you're questioning yourself. That's what reference is for.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Or he already knows it's cool and he just wants us to tell us that it's cool.
Like you have.
No, I'm going to try different things.
You have claws there, and I don't remember claws. I remember fleshy little finger pads.
Yeah.
So claws look cool. If you want to do claws, do claws.
Oh, wait. Is this an existing thing? I thought it was original.
Absolutely.
No, it's not existing at all.
Oh. Oh, wait. It is or it isn't? I'm confused.
It's the original.
Oh.
What?
Phil thinks you're ripping off something from Bloodborne.
I could be.
Am I blowing something here? I'm so sorry. I'm not.
At the same, like, if you look at it, it kind of looks like a weird version of a Monstar from Space Jam. Also, the face kind of reminds me of The Fly a bit. Jeff Goldblum.
Okay.
Very Cronenberg.
What are they called in Bloodborne? The Messengers?
I've never played it, so I have no idea.
You never played Blood. Okay, well, you know what? I believe this because everybody told me when I made Tamdrin that I was making an Overwatch character.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that game existed. So
yeah, you were totally making this dude with the balls. What's his name?
Zenyatta.
Yeah, Zenyatta.
I didn't even know this game existed. But
Shame.
So this is not me shitting on you by finding this for you, but more preparing you.
Try something a little bit different on the other hand. See how I like that.
If I get 2 different hands.
I like it only having 2 claws instead of like 5 or something, Freddie. I think that looks cool.
Thanks. Yeah, I wanted a little bit simpler.
Fuck Space Marines.
Dude, you don't know how many games of Warhammer where I've said that.
Yeah, they're kind of a pain in the dick.
Fucking giant dudes in super suit. Fuck you guys.
They have very specific methods that make them look good.
Oh, there was this one YouTube video where this guy has a medical background. He just goes step by step every single modification they do to them.
Yeah.
And how it would affect real people.
Yep. Well, this would kill you before you even thought about it.
Yeah, nobody's surviving that. Nobody's surviving a Space Marine upgrade.
Yeah, well, unless you have the Primarch gene seed.
You know what? I don't like the way you're talking to me.
Come on, somebody else back me up here with this, guys. Come on. They're not regular.
I just hate fucking orcs. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just started getting into the lore, so I wouldn't know half of the things.
All right, well, I'm not gonna go there.
What do we want to know?
They were saying no normal Freddie was referencing a video where a doctor or something was going over how no person could survive the Space Marine body modifications.
Oh, they absolutely cannot.
Yeah, and I said, well, it's because they're not humans. They're like modified from the gene seed of the Emperor or whatever, right?
Yeah, they are, but I mean,
not
they
necessarily.
I put a link to a little GIF in the private chat of what Freddy's sculpting unbeknowingly.
All right, so like the Ultramarines, they have, I guess, like they go to each planet or area, and they have like trials. So they'll put like the recruiting age for like Ultramarines is like 10 to 12-year-olds. Like they recruit them like really young.
So right. Take them earlier.
And like I was reading one of the like challenges or how they weed out like the people that they choose is one of the challenges is like they'll have like a kid go out in the woods and kill like one of these like fantastical beasts or whatever that live in the woods or something like that.
Okay. I think I read something similar about like Dark Ages.
Yeah. Different chapters do it differently.
Yeah, or they'll have them like they'll put them in like a really harsh environment. If they survive for so long that they'll take them. And then one of them too, I think.
Sparta.
Yeah, the Ultramarines. I think they actually put like the 10-year-old has to battle like a Ultramarine.
Yeah.
And like if the kid gets blown apart, apparently like the apothecaries can just put them back together or whatever.
Yeah, that's the. I think that's the Iron Hand.
Yeah, it's not so much as that they kill them. It's just like the relentless. I guess.
Their flesh that's weak clearly couldn't survive this encounter. We won't put that back in.
Yeah. So,
hey Phil, are those like undead fairies?
What's that?
Are those undead fairies that?
Kinda. They're like basically they exist to like send messages between dimensions and like they're totally harmless and in fact kind of adorable once you get used to them. But in the beginning, you're like, dear God, why are you on my face?
Oh yeah, it's very similar.
That's exactly what I thought you were doing.
I mean, at one point it kind of looked like that with different eyes, but I took it a different direction from that.
This is not me calling you a ripoff. This is me saying
I am.
Here you go.
Oh, trust me, I know when you create stuff, there's always something that looks kind of like it.
Yeah. No, it's really easy to tell when I'm calling you a biter. I just relentlessly call you a biter until you cry. That's what I do. Anyway, it's still a very cool sculpture regardless.
Phil actually bit me once.
Yeah.
Hard. He was like, oh, you bite?
Who's biting now?
Thanks, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Steve, I took you out just to tell people he bit me.
Sir, please show us on the doll where he bit you.
Yo, Freddie, you got to make that thing have an asshole.
It doesn't have an ass.
Somewhere on that thing, it has to have an asshole.
It doesn't even have a digestive tract.
Just has to have an asshole somewhere, man.
Hide it somewhere, just for him, though.
All right, whatever you get.
Secret asshole.
Secret asshole.
Nobody has to know.
Please.
Poop from its mouth.
I gotta get the flashlight and look up in it to see the asshole.
That's just for you, Julio.
Only the judges will see it when they look up in there.
I appreciate you.
I don't even know what are people's reaction when I take this contest.
Is this going to be a contest model? I guess it is. If you take all your other shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it to like IPMS stuff.
Oh yeah.
I wish that I could just like read those guys' fucking minds when they see fake models when they're judging.
Go in there and present it with fucking confidence. Like that's the fucking time.
No, he does. He does. It's just like I want to know what those guys are thinking. Like when
I
they
see everybody walking into these goddamn competitions, just like once. I hope the old guys like. I'm like, fuck you.
I know what the
get in there.
That's not what it should be about. It should be about just having fun.
Half the time, like, oh, we felt like this other model did more work on his. I'm like,
yours is like sculpted from scratch, and you're
so
like,
okay. So this was like the first IPMS Nationals I went to.
Mm-hmm.
I had Lava Bear, and I noticed that
Las Vegas,
huh? Yeah, in Vegas
or whatever. Yeah, okay.
No. This was the actual Nationals in Arizona.
Oh, okay.
So I took Lava Bear, and I noticed like during judging, it was moved. I'm like, oh, okay. Then after the whole contest was over, the people that judged it were talking to some of the others near there, and he's like, oh yeah, I love your model. We just felt like the other person did more work. I'm like,
fuck out of here.
You know, I sculpted everything on the face of that, right? I even had it in the notes. Like, and the look on his face is like, oh. And he just stopped talking. Like, oh, that's it.
See, this is why I think that judging is like the part that you like should be the least part of your experience when you go to those.
Fuck competition. It's so subjective.
Was that one that in
GMC?
You were at the one in Pasadena, right, Freddie, the last time? There was a Gundam category and no Gundams won in the category.
Oh yeah. No, I think that they split the category, only they forgot to announce the split.
They just like gave the win to like a miniature that was painted or something that was
like a dreadnought.
Yeah. Dude, I wish that like those IPMS shows, honestly, I don't know if you guys have been to them. I know some of you guys have, but like
I'm not really interested, but yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, we could like be more interested if there was like something to it outside of like putting your model on a table and then going to lunch and then coming back and picking up a medal. You know, it's like there could be some educational component or something, you know, like.
Well, Nationals have panels too.
They have panels
at Nationals, yeah.
All the ones that I've been to, which are local, you know, I haven't been to like those national ones or whatever. They're always just like so boring, and you like check out all the models that are there, and then you just wait around, and nobody learns anything, you know.
Yeah, the smaller ones don't do it.
Judge at a bunch of like IPMS.
I am a head judge for Gundam for IPMS International. Don't base your experience on the whole thing, just from what you do in California, because the ones here, we have like a whole Gundam category that has a whole like fucking sub like culture to it kind of thing, and the biggest thing is that the judges just don't know the subject matter. They don't know what's sculpted and what's not. So people get pissy when they're like, oh, I did all this work. They don't know that shit. They're not.
No, all they have to do is read the notes.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, but you can't. But that's great and all, but a lot of people don't realize it's not just going to the show. It's going to the meets every fucking month. It's interacting with these dudes outside of just the one show. You lug all your model to, drop it down. Oh, I didn't win first place. Not fun. I'm going to go home. You have to really talk with these dudes because like we have workshops. We have everything going on at these IPMS on the East Coast because we came in and stormed in with like 200 models on the table. They're like, fuck, okay, well, this is a thing now. And I have taught head judges. I've taught head judges that do other categories and shit about Gundam And the biggest thing is always they just don't know the subject matter. They don't know how much. Well, yeah, something can look really fucking cool, but we're also in the land of resin where that really cool thing was just a block of resin that you painted, then you put it on the shelf. They don't know that kind of shit. So we're trying to imply and implement a learning curve for those people wanting to do Gundam shit. So we send them like a learning lesson and like, here, watch these dudes. Here's the original products. Like, get familiar with the product base. But they're also still just trying to cater to everyone and make them feel just kind of invited. So it's a learning process. The other thing too is, I mean, they're all going to die in 30 years.
Yeah.
And the group is going to have to be ran by a lot of people like us. So like right now is the best time to just get involved with it and see how they do it. Not so much to like try and win and be the best at IPMS. The other thing too is like,
I mean, well, not right now. After the pandemic.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the other thing too. Yeah, they're not doing it for a while. ODO got pushed to 2021, which I mean rightfully so. It's a majority of old people. They're at risk. Why would they be out of a fucking contest?
I mean, young people are at risk too. The competition is a good thing, but that's not. There's no reason you can't encourage all of the local IPMS guys to figure out how their webcam works and have a quick meeting. What are you building this month, Elmer? Like, tell me about it. What's going on? Like,
Elmer.
if you want, it's going to be work, but you can engineer the culture to have a place for you at the table if you're interested. And they really are a great resource that it'd be a shame to lose if you could just get them to come off their fucking stick and share and stop looking at you.
They're not on a stick. They're not like up their ass about it.
No.
It's a lot of people just have one bad experience. I mean, there's one dude, I don't forget his fucking name. Every time IPMS gets brought up, he always talks about how the one time he went, it was so bad, so bad, so bad. I was there when he went. He was just an asshole.
Yeah.
He was making everyone else had a bad time. So when people bring up IPMS, like, oh, fuck that shit. That shit was dumb. No, dude, you had a bad experience because you came in treating it like fucking Bandai's chill contest and you wanted to, show your thing, but you got to educate a lot of these dudes because they're used to tanks and Star Wars and miniatures. They're not used to what the Gundam looks like before and what it looks after.
Yep.
Donnie is
the loudest complainer.
Donnie is a big part of because when I went to DC to judge, I got to teach a whole bunch of dudes that do international shit, and I showed them. Donnie brought a bunch of work in progress, and he bought a kit, just like the Snapped original kit, and then the work in progress, and then a final version of it, and they were fucking blown away. But rinky-dink IPMS across the states, they never had that experience yet, so they're gonna treat it like, well, I don't fucking know what this is, so let's just go in there. What they should be doing is just not offering that category and then saying, okay, we want to do this, but we want someone that can come in and say, kind of be a subject matter expert on it. I know you guys have, I've heard horror stories from all IPMSs you guys have there, but how many of like the group that you go with, how many of them actually want to volunteer and help judge?
Yeah, that's a good point. I did see in the San Diego one, the San Diego IPMS, I think was like one of the better ones I've been to, and they had like someone who was part of like a local Gun Plus specific group was like judging and like talking to them. So I totally see what you're saying about how that can help the group and everything. And it did improve the competition for sure.
Yeah, San Diego one isn't bad. It's only bad when a candy painted Haro beats out other things.
No.
But I mean, the judges lie.
I just wish that like the ones out here that there was like more educational opportunities as part of it.
Well, that's the main reason why SCGMC was started, and especially in California, there are multiple modeling groups. Like there's a car modeling group, airplanes. Like San Diego, they're mostly airplane modelers because the contest is held at an airport.
Well, like your car dudes came out to SCGMC last time I was out there too, yeah?
Yeah, no, a lot of the guys do come out,
which I thought was cool.
The contest, yeah, that's why SCGMC was started because all the other contests were geared specifically to other things like ValleyCon. That's mostly a car show. Like it's run by guys that do cars. So it's just a specific thing over here in California, especially Southern California, where it's just a bunch of different groups having their own show, and we know, like, we bitch and complain about it, but then again, that's like, oh well, we know that's how it's going to be. We'll complain for a little bit, we'll complain afterwards, but we'll make our own show and put more weight on our show. We'll just go to hang out and just to spread, just to show people like, oh, there's still people doing Gundams,
Anyways, I miss those contests happening. I miss going to them. I don't know about you guys, but
I wish that there was something other than a competition that would get us all in the same damn room.
That's so fucking cute, Uda.
I just
that looks awesome.
It really does look awesome.
I wish there were more just like meets and stuff, but I mean, I understand competition's a motivator for some people.
If y'all come to SoCal anytime, those Gundam guys, your boy Freddie over here,
SCGMC.
I want
meets every month.
Meets are great. I love FCGMC. That's the thing I'm really missing most this year.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I wish so much I could go to one. That was actually how I met all of you guys. Was I got a hold of Freddie and I was like, yo, for real, you just like let people come to these meets anytime? Could I come?
Yeah, he was gonna fly out just to go to one of our build meets. I'm like, nah, just come for SCGMC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's gonna be here.
The build meets are mostly drinking.
I mean, that also sounds good to me, but
so we got 2 hours in, guys. I'm gonna cut the live. We can hang out, but I'm gonna cut the live. So if you guys want to say your goodbyes, Uda, you go first.
Smoke tiny blunts every day. I'm Uda. Bye bye.
Phil.
Smoke tiny barbarians every day. I'm Phil. Yeah, I will talk to you for just a long time soon. I love you. Bye.
Freddie.
Smoke fleshy weird thing.
That kind of thing is so cool.
Oh man. Okay.
Goodbye.
Uncle Ricky.
Smoke big fucking doinks at least 2 a day.
At least 2.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Jacob. Ooh.
I don't have any advice on anything to smoke. Smoke Nurgle dudes every day. It's pretty slimy. Pretty gross.
Yeah. Steve.
Smoke beer, drink drugs. Remember, kids, drugs are bad unless they're free. Yeah.
All right.
Free drugs.
Well, we had an easy in here, but he dipped. I guess because it's the end of the show. We're still gonna hang. Oh, there he goes. Oh, so your highs and your goodbyes. Hey, guy.
Salt.
Hi, Zeke.
We were Salt. I just popped in right after.
Yeah.
No, I'm tired as hell. Sorry I wasn't here earlier.
No worries, man. No worries.
Come hang out sometime.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay. I can dip.
Smoke weed every day. Thanks for watching.
We will make you a better painter.
Wet Pallet Wednesdays, Volume 5. There will be a Volume 6 next week. See you then.
Smoke weed every day.